Hey everyone, this is the Other NYC. It's Gregory Joseph here once again, taking you to one of my favorite parts of New York City. Actually, my favorite part of New York City. And not only is it my favorite part of New York City, it's the favorite part of my favorite part of New York City, and that is Central Park. I love Central Park, and a lot of people who come to New York City know everything about Central Park, or think they know everything about Central Park. The Great Lawn, running around and jogging around the reservoir, concerts, Sheep Meadow, Woolman Rink, the zoo. But there are so many parts and nooks and crannies to Central Park that a lot of people, even New Yorkers, don't get to see. And one of my favorite places is right here. It's at 110th Street, at the very northern tip of Central Park, and it's called the Harlem Meer. Hi, Sweden, how are you? You can actually see some of the aquatic life that live in the Meer. There's a school of fish right there. Hey, Busto, beautiful view. Yeah, it is gorgeous. The Harlem Meer is a man-made lake, or person-made lake, I should say. I'm not sure, it was just made by men. That's on the northern tip of Manhattan at 110th Street. It's anchored by that place, which you can't see, but I'm going to show it to you later. And it's called the Charles A. Dana Discovery Center. There's the Charles A. Dana Discovery Center, that building that looks like it's in between those two high-rises. The Charles A. Dana Discovery Center is a educational and science center that teaches children about marine life and aquatic life. There's this interesting catch and release fishing program here, and it is beautiful. Here's some of the fauna that actually, hey, you're right across the river right across the river in Jersey. Where in Jersey from? I grew up in Jersey, so I get the chance to actually live here now. All right, go fuck yourself too, man. Gotta love that. Actually, there's an outdoor pool right here. Let me see if I can show it to you. This is the pool that's also on the top of, haven't seen a coyote in the park yet, but that's just a matter of time. We've had coyotes in Riverside Park. So there's a pool right here. It's kind of creepy that I'm pointing the camera at people in bathing suits, but this is the pool. And 105th and 8th. You're not far away at all. Come walk around the Harlem Meer with me. You have a very thick New York accent. I do not have. The pool is huge. And in the winter, they freeze it over, and it becomes the home of Harlem hockey, which is also pretty awesome. So there's the pool, but we're going to concentrate less on the pool and kind of get back over here to the Meer. Yeah, there's all sorts of squirrels. There's squirrels and chipmunks and rats and lots of different types of vermins. So here's some of the rules for fishing. Greetings from Manchester. Yes, I love the stone roses. It's catch and release, guys, so you actually have to throw the fish back. And it's a beautiful day here. I know I don't have a New York accent because I'm from Jersey. So like I said, it's a catch and release program, so you got to throw everything back. I'm trying to hopefully get a few photos of some of the turtles. I love seeing the turtles in the Meer. A few years ago, aloha, Hawaii. Go Jets, not Giants. A few years ago, some idiot actually, the rats are on Wall Street. A few years ago, I sound like Michael Strahan. That is, it is a beautiful view. There's some of the buildings that line Central Park West and 110th Street. Do they allow topless sunbathing there? I'm not sure. I don't really know what they allow in terms of the topless rules. But it is not illegal to walk topless in New York. Hey, Sweden, what's going on? Yeah, no, you can actually take your shirt off as you're a woman. There was a pretty big thing about that a few years ago. It's actually not illegal. There's a guy who almost ran into me. No, I'm good, thank you. I don't really need to take my shirt off because I'm not that hot. So there's a flotilla, and there's this little kind of cool little man-made island And there's a lot of people out today. Here's this guy fishing. Let's see if he caught something. He's pulling something in. Let's see. I'm good. The cops are always around. This is New York City. I'm just seeing if you got something on. You got nothing?
No, I got now, but this is like stretch.
What are you catching here?
Small fish. I don't catch big.
The sunfish, perch,
I don't know.
carp.
I put them back. No, small. Like
Little tiny, and just throw them back.
I can show you the picture. No, this. I'm finished. Because
Oh, you're done.
This, yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
this
okay.
Is Ross. Yes, I put in. And she take this one.
But
and she put them back.
but they're little tiny fish, right?
Huh?
They're small ones.
Small.
You just put them back.
Catch, yeah.
Where are you from, my friend?
I'm from Syria.
Chile. All right.
Syria.
Syria.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah.
We got a gentleman from Syria here. Say hi to this person likes your fedora. They say it's nice. All right. Enjoy, my friend. So we got no, he's not a terrorist, you idiot. Jesus. This is not like sport fishing. They're tiny little fish in here, so you don't have to wake up, first thing in the morning and like try to get the fish. It's just this is just for relaxation. If you want to go sport fishing, you go over there and you hit the Hudson River. Are you guys tourists?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Germany.
They're from Germany, guys. Say hi, Germany. What part of Germany are you from?
From Stuttgart, from the south of Germany.
From south of Germany. Do I have any Germans on the feed, guys? How are you enjoying the park? It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous, right? Look at that. Yeah. How long have you been in New York for?
For 1 week.
1 week. You leave today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What is your name?
Andy.
Andy?
I'm Andy.
Natalie.
Natalie. I'm Gregory. Say hello to the world.
Hi.
Hi, world. Enjoy the rest of your week, your stay. Safe travels. What I love about New York, man, I just had a conversation with someone from Syria and then 2 people from Germany. And what are they all doing? They're here enjoying this beautiful part of New York City, which is, this is why you do it. Some of the cool things I like to read sometimes. Just sit down on one of the benches, and this is the view from the bench, looking across the... someone says that you better eat that banana soon. It looks like it's going to go raw. I got very conscientious. And it's a towpath, so you can actually jog around the whole following Harlem Meer and ride and walk your dogs. There's some more fauna. Gotta love the fauna. Hey, if guys, you like this, follow me, and because I'm going to do this pretty often, showing people parts in New York City that they might not see. That's what I was talking about earlier. It is a beautiful morning. And that's what I was talking about earlier. That's the Charles A. Dana Discovery Center, and they teach people, teach the kids actually of Harlem various things about science and marine biology. They run a camp here. But I have yet to see, a turtle, guys. And I'm on the lookout for turtles. So if you can see the street, but those tall buildings, that's Fifth Avenue. And if you took that down a couple of blocks, you'd start getting to some of the more famous museums in the country, like the Guggenheim and the Met, and of course my favorite, the City Museum of New York City, which has this great, a couple great exhibits. But one going on right now is the hip hop exhibit, and the other one is the activism and political activism exhibit. There's some more beautiful fauna. I mean, just look how gorgeous this is. It's funny. This has been here for years. You just asked me if Harlem is gentrified. It is gentrified, but we still actually manage to maintain some of the beautiful stuff that Harlem has been known for. The great brownstones, the music, the rich African American and international community is still here. So yeah, there are taller buildings and there are more white people, but it's still, it's still breathing that spirit that made it such a great place. How can normal people afford to live in Manhattan? Well, I'm not sure we're normal. Well, that's a misconception. Not all the white people own the brownstones. There are white people who own the brownstones, but there are a lot of people, Apollo's not closed. There are a lot of people, hello Ireland, there are a lot of people who actually are African American and Latinos who still own those brownstones. So they're not all owned by white people. I think that's something that a lot of people want you to lead you to believe, but not necessarily true. There's a straight up look of the good. You're Latin. I like that. What flag is that? Is that Finland or is that Sweden? I can't really tell. I'm not really an expert in flags. So we're almost walking around. You have to see Dominican Republic. Oh yes, DR. Yeah, we've got a lot of Dominicans in my neighborhood, and obviously a lot more in the city. I'm not a New Yorker. Like I said before, I grew up in New Jersey. I lived in Harlem for 15 years, but I consider myself from Jersey. Why? Because I don't know what the Dominican flag looks like. You know how many countries of people live in this city? Like I said, I'm not up on my flags. Seattle, what's up? Up a little early. Up in Seattle. What's going on in Seattle so early in the morning? There's our familiar. That's the New York. If you can hear that, that's the New York national anthem right there. The wailing siren, especially up here. The colors of the fauna or flora, I should say, is just absolutely mad. Jaybird 2000. Where in Harlem did you live? Here's a nice, expansive view of what we got going on here with the Meer. Yeah, and there our friends from Germany are still there as well too. In a couple hours, you live in Washington Heights, all right? So yeah, that's 143. Come on, that's not Washington Heights. That's still Harlem. I used to live on 145th in between Broadway, and I always told people that's still Harlem. I think if you're below 145th, you got to be. And we also recycle the fishing line right there. You put your fishing line there. Because, 133rd is Hamilton Heights. I still think that's considered Harlem. I don't think, Washington Heights, you got to get above 150, 155. I mean, that's my opinion. But, I think neighborhoods are like countries. I think people get a little bit too rigid in thinking what neighborhood's this. Just break down the barriers, people. Let's all just live together. It's called one big place. I like the flag stuff going on here, guys. It's educating me. I think everyone who's from somewhere should put a flag up. I'm at the water's edge here. You got that kind of green, kind of moss that coats the water, which proves the water's healthy. I mean, it's not exactly a place you want to go swimming, but it's got a lot of life. And you can see some of that beautiful fauna and some bees that are pollinating some of that fauna. Gotta like that. So, I'm gonna take you, Italy, ciao. I was talking to some Italian. If you look at my feed, you'll see my interview with 3 Italian women up on Stryver's Row in central Harlem yesterday. It's probably the greatest movie of all time, just saying. So I'm gonna take you to another part, which is another part of the city, another part of the park that people never see. And I remember the first time I moved up here in '99, I took a walk. I was amazed that this actually existed. This is a beautiful part of Central Park. It's called the Conservatory Garden. And, I don't have words to describe it, so I'm just going to let the camera do the speaking. I agree. It is kind of crazy that exists in the middle of New York. I just think that when people think of New York City, they think of a lot of things, but they don't think about this kind of this place of tranquility, of just relaxation. I mean, there's nothing better. You think of it as a concrete jungle, even though Central Park is probably bigger than a lot of small towns in America. Where you folks from?
Queens.
Queens. Look at that. See, I found it. Hey, can I ask you something, Queens? Can I ask you a question?
All right.
Have you been to this part of Central Park before?
No, that's why you came today.
First time. How long have you lived in Queens for?
6 years.
A long time, right?
Yeah.
But you've never been to this part of Central
Never
Park
came
before.
up this far.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
It is.
It is. See, that's the amazing part about it, guys. I'm talking to the world here. Say hi from Queens, guys.
Hi.
These are Queens people. They came from Queens to check out this beautiful part of Central Park just because they've never been here, and it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. So that's another beautiful thing. So we've got people from Syria, and we've got people from Germany, and now we got people who probably came here on the 7 train. It's amazing. Here's the fountain in the middle, I'm gonna. Is the person from Italy still on? What about the person from Sweden? All right, I don't have anyone from Sweden or Italy on. What about the person who lived in Washington Heights? Are they still on? Am I just talking to myself? Sounds like. Well, I'm going to make a wish for all the people who are joining me on this little tour today. I'm going to wish you guys nothing but the greatest of health. Rome is here. All right, Florida's here. Jay Bird 2000 still in the house. So I'm going to make a wish for all you people who were and been on this little journey for the past God knows how long. Puerto Rico, Ireland, Edinburgh, Scotland's in the house. Gotta love that. I'm going to make a wish for all of you that you have peace, that you have happiness, that you have love, and that you're able to give some of that back to other people. So here it goes. I really need that penny too. I'm broke. All right, guys, that's my little trip of Northern Central Park. A little part of what I like to call, just the greatest part of the Central Park. I'm going to take a little walk into the park, and I'm going to join you in my next stop. And you're also going to see how amazing this place is. One more time for the Conservatory Garden. All right, my name is Gregory Joseph, and that is the Other NYC.